With Bitcoin still hovering right around the $19,000 price range, many people are wondering, is it going to go up? Is it going to go down? If it goes down, that's because people are selling. You got to keep in mind that people are still mining Bitcoin right now. They're having to pay their electric bills. At some point, they're going to have to recoup some of their money to be able to continue doing what it is that they're doing, right? So you need to take that into account. There's an article here from Cointelegraph that talks a little bit more about the capitulation. If you don't know what capitulation is, it's essentially selling, and it's that big moment where there's this, a lot of people are selling off. Again, you could have it to where the miners are having to capitulate or sell their Bitcoin holdings so that they can be able to have those funds on hand to be able to pay for their electric bills, etc. Okay. So let's go ahead and dive on into this article. I am not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. Everything I'm sharing is my own opinion. It's my own research. I highly encourage you guys to go do your own research. I'll have a link to this article in the description down below. Bitcoin clings to $19,000 as trader promises capitulation will happen. A dull weekend sees Bitcoin price action erase any trace of the week's volatility as commentators wait for excitement to return. Bitcoin stayed rigidly tied to $19,000 into the October 16th weekly close as analysts warned that volatility was long overdue. Analysts, Bitcoin volatility a matter of time. Data from Cointelegraph Markets Pro and TradingView captured a lackluster weekend for Bitcoin USD as the pair barely moved in out of hours trading. After United States economic data sparked a series of characteristic fake-out events over the week, Bitcoin returned to its original position, and at the time of writing showed no signs of leaving its established range. For Michael Van de Poppe, founder and CEO of trading platform 8, it was a question of not if, but when unpredictability would return to crypto. Matter of time until massive volatility is going to kick back into the markets. After 4 months of consolidation, he told Twitter followers on the day, adding, "Majority is still assuming we'll continue to go downhill with the markets, but I think that odds of upwards momentum have increased." The week's macro figures managed to spark a run to 1-week highs for Bitcoin USD, with another popular commentator, the synonymous El Capo of crypto, maintained that a bear market relief rally could see $21,000 return before downside continued. In a Twitter update prior to the weekly close, they revealed a belief that the entire market was about to gain. Capitulation will happen, but not yet, they added in part of a subsequent discussion on the market outlook. With that, Bitcoin was in line to finish the second week of October down 1.5% versus the start of the month, its worst performance since 2018 and far short of its 40% 2021 gains. The stock cloud crypto future. Looking ahead, market participants eyed ongoing correlation to stock markets as proof that the short-term prospects for Bitcoin were less than rosy. With the Nasdaq Composite Index seeing its first weekly close below the 200-period moving average in 14 years, comparisons to the dot-com crash and 2008 global financial crisis abounded on social media. This was a pivotal moment for the two prior 50 to 80% bear markets in 2000 and 2008. Nicholas Merton, founder of YouTube channel Data Dash, commented in a post on the topic, adding, "Bitcoin has never lived through something like this, so expect much more pain to come." As Cointelegraph reported, not everyone was bearish beyond the short term, with look into Bitcoin creator Philip Swift calling time on the 2022 bear market by the end of the year. All right. And then they go on to say that this is their own views and opinions. So, where do I stand with this? I think right now, as I've mentioned in my other videos, let's see what happens with the midterm elections. That comes up in the early part of November. We still have some time left off in the rest of this year. And there's uncertainty that's going on from a global perspective with things between Russia and Ukraine. Like, for example, you guys tell me, what do you think? Do you think if Russia actually used a nuke, do you think that the stock market and the crypto markets would just suddenly start going up a ton? The odds of something like that would probably not happen. It would probably be that everyone starts to panic and freak out and they want to have cash on hand and they don't know where this business is going to go, this thing's going to go, you know, like everything I think would be super chaotic because it would be an unprecedented event that would have happened during the course of our lifetimes. The majority of us, right? Like very few people are still alive anymore that were there from the first nuke. Okay, so that's an extremist-based scenario. The odds of that happening, they're there, but it's more likely that it's not going to happen than it is going to happen, right? It could happen. But let's look at some of the other factors. The midterm elections, see who gets voted in for those circumstances. At the end of the day, people want to make money. At the end of the day, you can only go on being so like fearful and concerned and not wanting to invest anything till it finally gets to a point where like, I need to make my money work for me. So you look at where to put your money into. In fact, there are traders that do this for a living, right? What do you think they're doing right now? They're still constantly looking for the next play, trying to figure out what's going on over here, this and that and that. There's a lot of manipulation that's going on in the back end. We'll have to see how regulations continue to play out. As it is standing right now, for me, I feel that there is a chance leading up, especially to the midterm elections, I feel that there's a chance that we could see some further pullback. How hard of a pullback? That I'm not quite sure. I wouldn't be surprised if it has a moment right before the midterm where all of a sudden everything dips real hard. It's kind of like a political agenda move. But outside of that, I think that there will be a nice bounce back, and I could definitely see us rolling out into the end of the year on a good note. But we'll have to wait and see. You guys tell me what you think about this in the comments down below. I am not a financial advisor. Again, this is not financial advice. Thank you so much to my Patreon supporters. A double shout out thank you to WeLoveSafeMoon.com, Murad Shaker, Victor Vegas, SafeMoon Oz for being higher level patrons. Also, thank you to my YouTube members for your guys' support. And if you guys are new to the channel, don't forget to hit subscribe, hit the thumbs up like button. God bless, and we will see you in the next episode.